What is up, my YouTube peeps? I hope everybody is doing just awesome tonight. Man, I like to get in here a little early too and chat with the folks. It's friggin' awesome. It's good to see so many people in the chat and hang out and have some fun and all that good stuff. So, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. We got 24 viewers already, which is just friggin' amazing. The streamer bot or whatever he is, he's putting our link in there so that you can ask a question if you have a question about live streaming. I would really like to try to keep those questions so that they're relevant to everyone. So if you have to put in that I'm using Core i7 with whatever NVIDIA graphics card, and I'm trying to, you're probably not asking a question that I can really answer if it's based on what equipment you have. So try to keep the questions towards how do I do this in OBS, or how do I do that in Streamlabs or Melon or whatever. Or if you're running into problems with sync issues or something, whatever questions you want, just try to make sure that there's something that can actually help everyone in the audience instead of just you. Because I don't have your equipment, so it's really difficult for me to be able to answer those sorts of questions. But I always love doing this. So much fun. We've got the Ricky J Show in the house. I got to get this piece working. For some reason, my live chat replay is being a little bit unwieldy for some reason. Let me see if I can get that to work. I'm gonna stop that, and we're gonna put it in here again. Try to see if we can't get our live chat relay to work first. So it doesn't look like I have a big empty space in my in my overlay here. There we go. That's better. That looks a lot better. Happy Live, hello to you as well. It is awesome to see you. I really do appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. So, as you know, I answer questions about live streaming on this live stream. We have a lot of fun. We do a lot of cool stuff, as you'll see throughout the show. If you are interested in becoming a member and supporting the channel, we have 3 different tiers. We have a cheap one where you're just supporting the channel. You get some cool emotes and things like that, and I really do appreciate it. There's a middle tier in there where you get access to the Discord server, so you have direct access to ask me questions about live streaming and that sort of stuff. And then there is another tier as well that you can access that gets you a little bit more mentorship directly from me. We'll try to figure out if you're having issues, questions, or problems with your live stream or your YouTube channel. We'll help you get those squared away. So if you're interested in becoming a member, there are links in the description. And while you're down there, please do click that thumbs up. It really does help. Let's go over and talk to Monica for a second and see what is going on with the questions so far. What's up, baby?
We have 7 questions so far in queue.
7 questions already.
7 questions already, yes. And I do see that there's plenty more coming into the chat. If you guys would want to ask a question, there is a form that's being populated in the chat. If you could fill that out, send it in, it will come into the queue, and I will get to it as we get through the questions. It's the easiest way to make sure everybody's questions get answered. We'd really appreciate that. So,
but wait, hold on. Well, yes. Why do we have to put questions on the forum? Why can't we just ask them in the chat?
Are you, David? We ask that we request that they be put on the forum. That way we don't miss any, and that way they get answered in the order that they come in.
And we try to get to every single one, too.
We do. We try to get to every single question. So if it comes in the queue, then we will get to it.
Yes. Whatever the queue is. Wasn't that dude from, like, Mission Impossible or something? Oh, that's James Bond. He'd make some cool gadgets. Do we have one of those gadget guys here somewhere?
We do not have a gadget guy here somewhere.
He's got to be around here somewhere, man.
He must be. He might show up eventually, but not right now. He's not here right now.
I was hoping for an Aston Martin with machine guns, an
ejection seat. You click a pen and it turns into an Aston Martin.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Can you hook that up for me, Q?
We can try.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's here.
All right.
Not paying attention.
He didn't make it live tonight. Oh, that's too bad. I didn't like it. I want you to come here and give us some stuff. Come on.
All right. All right, let's get to it. We got 7 questions already.
Oh, we have 10 questions now. Okay, first question is from the Richie J Show, and he says, "What's the coolest trick you ever found in OBS Snap Camera?"
I don't know about cool tricks in Snap Camera. My favorite personal one, at least as of late, has to be
This one. Because it's just, I mean, I don't know why it's so awesome, but it just is. Anyway, I like this one a lot.
Thanks for the question, man. All right, babe, what do we got?
Okay, this next question is quite a long question. I did look at it briefly, and it seems like it might be something that can help everyone. So I'm going to read it. So just bear with me, please. It says, "Hi guys, thank you for such an awesome channel. They're using OBS and Zoom to instruct a spin class. Trying to get
Cool.
the audio output to my users louder. I'm using NDI to send the audio from OBS to Zoom with the gain at +20. I have tried virtual audio cables, but using NDI seems to sound slightly better. If I turn the gain up on my audio sources in OBS, I am constantly peaking the meters solid red. I was thinking about adding voice meter between OBS and Zoom to send a louder signal to Zoom. Do you have any thoughts on this and what issues to look for by doing this?"
Man, it's crazy. I see this happen all the time, and I don't really understand what the disconnect is between NDI in OBS and Zoom. And you've done everything that I would have suggested that you do, in that you went down into NDI and you bumped the decibels up like all that way. The only thing I would say is make sure that you actually physically go into Zoom and jack up the audio volume there. But I'm guessing if you went into the NDI piece, you probably already did that. So the only other thing that you really can try if you're running into that problem is probably what you suggested. Try Voicemeeter Banana, see if you can route the stuff into there and then jack up the volume before it gets into OBS. So theoretically, you could route the audio from OBS to Voicemeeter Banana and then from Voicemeeter Banana into Zoom and see if that helps the problem. If not, try it pre-OBS and then out into Zoom. But I'm guessing putting it in between OBS and Zoom will give you the ability to add gain. The other thing that you can do is, since you're already peaking in OBS, it just doesn't seem to make any sense. Uh-oh, honey. And you should have mentioned that I'm on this screen still. See, you didn't do that though.
Well, now you're going to dance, so.
I think so. I don't know. It hasn't. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Tech Examined, for the donation. It just gives us an opportunity to take a break and get on down with it. You know, I like this one because if I look down, I look all moody and stuff. But then when I look up, my eyes are like big. Like a tiger. Oh yeah, getting it. So what I need Monica to do tonight is to tell me when I'm giving explanation of something to take her off the screen, because she likes to have the opportunity to actually read the questions. So if you guys see me answering a question while I'm on Monica's screen, I want you to do me a big favor and just yell in the chat. Just keep spamming the chat until I figure it out and I'm not a moron. Thank you so much for the super chat, Michael. I do appreciate it. It is awesome. So let's go back here and get another question. Did I answer that other question properly?
Did you finish answering it? You were telling them that they had done everything right and to get the Voicemeeter Banana to do.
Right. Okay, cool.
There.
So I think I did.
Okay. Next question. Is it now possible with the new version of OBS to have an easier way of syncing audio with Zoom and Skype without having to use other audio apps and inputs?
All right, so there's a new version of OBS, which would be version 27.2 or something, that I haven't had a chance to really play around with yet. And if there's some extra audio stuff in there, I will find out. But as far as I can tell, it doesn't seem like there's any new audio stuff in there. Oh, thank you. It is Cookie Kid on Fire. Thank you, man. Oh yeah, gotta get into the groove first before I give the thanks out. Cookie Kid on Fire says he likes my videos. Well, thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Somebody says they found the best YouTube video ever. Oh, best YouTuber ever. Ricky J Show is the best YouTuber ever, I think. I haven't seen Cookie Kid on Fire, but I'm guessing he's pretty awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat, Cookie Kid. I really do appreciate it. All right, let's go. Let's go right here. Boom. All right, babe.
Boom.
So-
Did you finish that answer?
I did.
OBS
I
with
did.
syncing. Okay. So we're ready for the next question. Are we ready? All right.
I'm
this is-
ready.
ready. All right. This is. from
I'm
the-
ready.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. All right. This one is from the Toolmat asking, hey, completely new to this OBS or StreamYard thing. Any advice which is best to start with, even if not those two? I watched a few of your videos today and thank you for the knowledge you take the time to show us.
Awesome. So this is from the Toolmat. Hold on, honey. I'm going to move over here. Thank you, Toolmat. I do appreciate it. So if you're just starting out live streaming, and I guess it depends where you're at or what your goals are for live streaming. Because if you just want to go live, Melon is a great place to start. You're going to be able to go live in like 2 minutes without having to worry about any real settings or anything like that. You just add your camera, you add your microphone, boom, you can go live. And you can even add a guest really simply. But if you want to do all these kind of things with chats and alerts and crazy effects and things like that, it's best to at least learn how to use OBS. I still use Melon in every stream that I do. That's how Monica is brought into the stream, through the Monica Melon Cam. And we hang out because of the awesomeness that is Melon. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a great place to start. I think even if you decide to stream with a browser-based thing like Melon or Streamlabs or Restream, the best thing you can do is start or use those. Use those, and then, also figure out OBS, because it's very good to use OBS. It's gonna be where you're gonna go if you become a professional streamer, or if you're gonna do YouTube in a more professional capacity. So it's a good place to go as the end result. But there's nothing wrong with Melon or Restream or StreamYard to get you started. And the links for those are in the description if you want to check them out if you've never seen them. I also have plenty of videos that kind of walk you through how they work. So let's go see what the next question is.
Okay, next question. Oh, are you okay? Next question, if you are ready, is from Scorpy. Actually, it says hi pumpkin to me, so they're obviously listening to what you call me. My name's Scorpy. I would like to know how I can play music to my stream on Twitch without me actually hearing it while I'm in a match. Thanks.
Oh, that's a fantastic question. Let's go over here. All right, so what we're gonna do is, so let's say you've got music to your stream. So did he say what service he's using? Okay. So if the music is coming in to you through, like, I don't know, maybe you're using YouTube Music or something like that. Oh, here we go. Woo! It's Melch Harry. Oh man, Harriot. Ah, jeez. I'm in a classroom setting. I'm recording 3 different classrooms simultaneously, audio only. I like to use NDI. Any suggestions? Well, NDI is not a recording process. NDI is just a carrier to send signal out from one application to another. So you can use it to send out video and audio from Skype into OBS, or you can use it to send audio and video from OBS into Skype. So if you're recording 3 different classrooms simultaneously, audio only, yeah, I'm not sure how NDI is going to help you with that. You're probably going to need to have something like Voicemeeter Banana and have each one of them coming in through a separate route, and then output those to like 2 or 3 different recording devices on your computer. And it's going to be pretty complicated because you're going to have to record one maybe through OBS, and you'll have to record the other one through some other form of recording, and the other one you have to send them out literally to different outputs as well. So that is a much more complicated question than just how do I do it. To record 3 different audio pieces at one time that aren't included in the same signal is extremely difficult. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to answer it because I just don't know what your equipment is or how you're set up. But you've got a lot of learning to do in order to get there. But thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. Let's go back to Monica and see if we got the rest of that question, because I forgot it already, shockingly.
The question is from...
that was... Okay, so he says he's using Spotify. All
Spotify,
right.
yes.
I'm leaving you again. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're using Spotify, the best thing to do, you want the Spotify audio to go out to the stream, but you don't want to hear it in your headphones. So there are a couple of easy ways to do this without installing something complicated like Voicemeeter Banana or something like that. The first thing you would do is go into your audio settings. And let me see if I can figure out where it is, because it's always a pain in the cheeks to figure this one out. It's always a pain to find the audio piece. Devices, systems, sound. All right, so if we go in here, there is a location, sound control panel. Here it is. All right, so you've got your playback, and it shows all of your lines and everything. You got recording, sounds, and communication. So what you're going to want to do is go into the application, like the Spotify application, and set where you want that audio to play. And I'm going to have to move my camera here real quick so that you could see what I'm talking about. All right, not that. All right, and then when you go down into your audio settings, you can go to the specific one that you want. Now notice here, I have digital audio SPDIF. I'll never hear that because I'm not using the digital audio from any source. But I can set that audio to go from Spotify to that digital source. And then what I can do is I can add that digital source in here by going to audio output capture. And then I can go into digital audio out. So that audio is not I can't hear it because I don't have anything hooked up to the I guess it's like well, it's just a different output. I don't have anything hooked up to it, but it exists on my computer, so I can easily route something like Spotify to that digital audio out. It's just the same as selecting where you want it to go, and then I can add that digital audio in to my OBS. So if I had something playing on the digital audio out, it would be showing up right here, and then everyone in my stream could hear it, but I don't have to listen to it. Now, if I wanted to listen to it, I could go in and I can go to Advanced Audio Properties, and I can drop this down, and I can select Monitor and Output, and I can hear it. But almost everyone that I've ever seen, and every computer certainly that I've ever built, has some additional audio sources like that they never use or that don't have anything plugged in. So in my case, digital audio out, I obviously have the headphones on, then I have my voice meter and my speakers. But if I was using a specific type of monitor that had speakers in it, I can actually use that, would show up here in my audio sources as well. So sometimes you can find creative ways to add 2 or 3 of these without having to add like dummy virtual cables to do it. So definitely check that out. That is probably your best option. And we're about to go. We're about to go. Thank you, Titus Cross. I appreciate the super chat. Titus Cross says, your tutorials have been helping me out a lot. Well, thank you so much, Titus. That is just the kind of feedback that I want to hear. I'm so excited that, that I'm doing something that helps people. At the end of the day, you guys have no idea. That's why I do what I do. I want to make sure that, I just want to make sure that I'm helping people. And Quad4 added a sticker in there. Thank you so much, Quad4. I do appreciate it. He's got a little hippo that says next time. I don't know what that means, but it's pretty cool. Did you see the purple sticker, honey? Did you get disconnected, Pumpkin? Well, oh, what? What do you mean you're not? Let's go over, oh my goodness. I think we might get sent somewhere else. We're gonna have to see. Ah, look at that. Thank you, Joel Albantes. Super chatted. Thank you so much, Jail. I wish I had any kind of inclination on how to actually pronounce that. But Abrantes, at least I get the last name probably correct. Thank you so much, Jal Abantes, and I apologize profusely for butchering your name. That's horrifying. Organic Gardening in North Carolina is in the house. Awesome to see you, Dave. Thank you guys for the super chats. I really, really, really do appreciate it. We're gonna go here because it's not flipping me back for some reason. And we're gonna go over here. I guess Monica's having a technical issue. Let's see if we can figure it out.
Can you hear me?
Of course I can hear you. What's up? Can you hear me?
I can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything. Well, all right. Why don't you go ahead and read the next question? I'm gonna move on to a screen with just you, and I'll come down and see if I can figure it out while you're reading the question. All right, you're up. You're up. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. I can't hear anything.
Read the question.
It sounds like the chat can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Read the question.
Read the question. Read the question. Question. Using a Mac with the new version of OBS, is there an easier way to use Zoom and Skype without having to use outside apps and inputs? That sounds like the same one that was on before. Look, there you are.
There I am. We're going to go over here.
Hold on, we're trying to figure it out.
Hopefully that works. This is not muted, is it? No. Well, we'll see.
We'll see. Okay. Okay. He's going back up to get back on, and we'll see. And this one, the question that I just read actually does sound like a question that we actually already answered. So I think I will move on to the next one.
Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you. No.
Huh. Okay. What was the question?
The question, it sounded like one we've already answered. So it said, using a Mac with the new version of OBS, is there an easier way to use Zoom and Skype without having to use outside apps and inputs? I think that's the one you had answered earlier.
Not really, because he's
Okay.
asking about a Mac. You can use Zoom and Skype. You don't need any outside inputs. So, I'm not sure exactly the nature
still
of the
needs-
question. Yeah. All right. Go ahead and ask the next one. Hold on. Go ahead and ask the next one.
Ask the next
Honey?
one? Okay. All right, let's see. Next one. How can I get rid of feedback on my stream?
Ah, super easy question. All right, so, excuse me. So, in order to get rid of feedback on your stream, the easiest way to do that is to make sure that you are wearing headphones, which means that, because feedback occurs when I'm talking and whatever I'm saying comes out of speakers, whether they're on the computer or external speakers or whatever. And that audio coming from the speakers feeds back into the microphone when I talk, and that creates feedback. So whatever you are listening to or whatever you're doing cannot be playing through your speakers. So you have two choices. You can turn all the audio down on your stream, or you could put on some headphones. So those are your two choices. That will basically eliminate your problem. And someone's asking a question in chat, so I'm just going to stick that there. And what I'm going to do is go down and reboot Monica's computer. So I will be right back. So go ahead and read the next question, Pumpkin. Read the next question.
Okay. Next question. It says, what are some reasons to use browser-based streaming tools over native streaming software?
What was it?
It's a very short question. What are some reasons to use browser-based streaming tools over native streaming software?
Interesting. So why are we not getting...
I don't know.
That's not what I'm
I don't know. It just cut out.
We're not getting... Oh.
See, this is the danger of live streaming sometimes. Things
Yes.
will go wrong.
Yes, they will.
They will go wrong.
And we don't have any... All right, let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. I have to just... There we go. Can you hear me?
I see. I can
Can
now
you-
hear you.
All right, there we go.
What? Yes.
We're good.
Yes.
So what
I
was
am
the
back.
question? I apologize, folks.
Yes. Apologies. Question: what are some reasons to use browser-based streaming tools over native streaming software?
Browser-based streaming tools over native streaming software. All right, let's get you off the screen here. So the biggest reason why you would do that is because you can add guests and use some of the simple features of that. In other words, there is no real easy way to add guests into OBS. So what I do is I use a browser streaming software. So I can add my camera in here. In this case, CamLink, or actually we're using this one. So I can add my camera in here really easily. And then what I can do is I can add my browser-based streaming service to add my guests. So we're going to go to a display capture. And we're going to capture that display right there. We're adding it to the stream, Monica, just so you know. So now we have Monica's image in there. I just use the Alt key. Let's see here. I can just use the Alt key to crop it up like this. And of course we have Monica in front of an actual green screen. It's not a rendered green screen or anything like that. So I can crop her up like that. Then I can just go into filters and I can add a chroma. Let's see. Chroma. And there we go. And there we go. So now, I mean, theoretically, I could resize her and place her in here. It could look like she's sitting right next to me if I want. I mean, there's just so many cool things that you can do. I can actually take this and crop out the microphone too. So there's if you're adding guests, it's absolutely the best way to use any of the browser-based live streaming tools because it just makes it infinitely easy. I can hear Monica communicate with me even though you can't hear her because it makes it easy to set up that audio. I can communicate with her or have her on stream and communicate with her whenever I want. And that is, that's why I use that instead of some other form that makes it really complicated and difficult to add guests into your OBS. So, there you go. Let's, hold on a second here. We're going to transform, and we're going to go to fit to screen. And then we're going to go, and we're going to see what the next question is. You're up, babe.
What the next question is. With all the confusion, did you answer this one? How can I get rid of feedback on my stream?
I did.
You did. Okay. All right. So I'm moving on. Let's see. Streaming. Whoops. Hold on. Malfunctioning. Okay. This is from Gabriel Hernandez. Question is, how do I change the ratio of my Facebook gaming live stream to the square one from the standard one?
Facebook gaming live stream. Huh. Well, that's interesting. The only thing I can figure is that you have your, let's go into settings here. Well, only thing that I can figure is when you go into video here, that you have this set up in some kind of funky way. If you don't have it set to 1920 by 1080 or the 720 setting or something like that, if you have this set up square, it's gonna go square. Unless you're using your phone or something like that, in which case you're going to have to find a different way to set it. But assuming that you're using OBS, just make sure that your base canvas and especially your output canvas are exactly the same. That also uses a lot less processing power from your situation. Your computer will have to process a lot less if it's not rescaling your assets. So that would be my guess as to why you're getting a square one. Nobody wants a square one, right? Oh, goodness. Let's go see what Monica's got going on. All right, babe.
Okay.
How many questions we got?
We are on question 10 of 17. On Streamlabs, I cannot
Hold on, because we're fixing to take a ride.
All right, let's do it.
Fixing to take a ride. Oh, man. We got, yes. Mr. Hashdog, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. It actually comes with a 100. It's like a sticker. I think these stickers are so cool. I didn't even know anything about stickers until today. So it's awesome. Thank you, Mr. Hashdog, for hooking me up with that awesome sticker. Why so serious? I don't know. I don't know. We're not gonna be serious now though. We're gonna get down. We're gonna boogie down. He looks constipated. Ricky says. Well, thank you, Ricky. It is Richie. Wow. Richie, I'm a dumbass. Oh. We had a Dusty sighting earlier. Thank you, Mr. Hashdog. I really, really do appreciate it. Let's go and see what the question is here.
Yes. Ready for the
honey,
question.
wait,
Yes.
hold on. Did
Yes?
you know it's Richie?
It's Richie. Yes, it's Richie. You like to call him anything but dude.
I don't understand. See, like, I see the words, and then it comes out of my mouth. It seems right, but it's not right.
It's not right, dude.
Here's Dusty, though.
I know. Did
You know,
you hear him?
Yeah. All right, so I have a little family story to tell you guys. You could tell me what you think. Now, Dusty has Monica wrapped around his little pinky finger. And whatever he says, she does. So right now, he is saying, what the hell's going on? We're supposed to have treats at 7:30, and it is now 8:30, and there are no treats. Well, here's the thing. Before we went live, Monica said to me, honey, we really should give the cat the treats before we go live because it might become a problem. And as you can see now, I was wrong. You're never going to hear me say I was wrong all that many times. But this time, I was
were
wrong.
wrong.
Not about the
Yeah.
hair, of course.
No, the hair
But
looks great.
about giving the stupid cat his treats. I was oh so wrong.
Yeah.
So now you know about the inner workings of the Fire household. So we can move on to questions.
Yeah, because I think he's behind the green screen. So if all of a sudden you see claws coming through it, well, there's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah,
Just
he's
letting you
actually
know.
moving it.
Just letting you know. Okay.
He moved
so
it.
He's back there. He's back there. Okay, he's
Yeah,
out.
because the
All right.
lights, yeah.
Okay. All right. Question. On Streamlabs, I cannot get my notifications to work for news, subs, etc. And my mini feed hasn't updated for 4 months. Any tips?
And that's on Streamlabs.
That is Streamlabs. Yes.
All right. So, all right. Well, generally speaking, let's stop monkeying around here for a second. Generally speaking, I'm going to flip over to my main screen for a second so I can bring something up on the other scene here. Generally speaking, I tend to have some issues occasionally with Streamlabs, almost in the same way that you describe. So the best way to resolve issues like that, and let me see if I can go in and I can log in. The best thing to do is to make sure that you log out and you log back in to your absolute proper account within Streamlabs. So if you're using Streamlabs OBS, that's fine, but you have to go to their website and make sure you log in properly. You don't actually physically have to be logged in when you're live streaming, but you do have to log in when you are going to be using any of their alerts or anything like that. And so let me go over here to the tutorial screen. All right, so when you're at the tutorial screen, and actually this is probably something I should show you in OBS. You want to make sure. All right, so if I was going to be using this alert right here, let's see. I could test donations and super chats and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to actually do that because it will mess up my other alerts. But you want to make sure that you copy out the alert that you're talking about. You go into your OBS and just make sure that you physically have the alerts loaded in here by going to browser and then going in here and sticking them in there and all that stuff, and then clicking OK. And now your alert should go because you've logged into Streamlabs. You know you're on a current login. You know that you just logged in with the account that you're going to be streaming on, because that's really important. If you're not logged into an account you're going to be streaming on, that's where you're going to run into some problems. So if you have all of those things correct and it's not working, contact Streamlabs support, and they have an awesome forum support as well. They get right back to you and they can probably work through your problems. If you still end up having problems, try Stream Elements. That's what I use for all of my streaming assets, except for, let's go back to the main page, except for things like this right here. That is something I do through Twidget. Other than this chat, which doesn't seem to work properly in Streamlabs or Stream Elements, but works awesome in Twidget, everything else that I use, including all of the names up here and everything else, comes from Stream Elements. So I would recommend maybe giving that a shot if you're just totally frustrated with Streamlabs. But the first thing to do is log out, log back in. Make sure you're logging into the same account that you used to live stream and see if that solves your problem. Let's go see where we're at.
Okay.
Where are we at?
We are at, we're actually at 11 of 24. Questions have come in
Wait,
all
hold
at
on.
once.
What?
So
What?
what? Are you not
11
listening
of
to me?
24?
11
Are
of
you
24.
trying? That sounds really complicated.
Well,
There's a
we'll
lot of
do
math in there somewhere.
it. Don't ask me to do math. No
Yeah,
math.
me either, man. I'm lucky I can. I'm lucky I can get off the toilet. Trying to figure out those launch angles and everything.
What is oh, it's,
It's
oh.
horrible.
I was wondering what that had to do with math. So,
Well, we have to sometimes calculate these things in your head. I sat down. Now I have to get back up after I've been here for 3.5 hours. How am I going to do that? You know, and you
yeah.
can't really, you can't put your hand on the toilet paper holder and push down because, well, guess who has to fix that when it gets broken? This guy. So you've got to do the calculations. You got to do the calculations. All right, babe.
Yeah, let's move on, please.
All right. Use the plunger. Jelly Duck says. Jelly Duck, how you been, brother? It's nice to see you.
Oh, okay. Are you ready to get started again here?
I think so.
Okay.
Let's clown around some more.
Okay. All right. Question. I've been looking at webcams and I'm thinking about getting a Logitech C922 Pro Stream webcam. Is that a good starter webcam? Because I know it has an app you can do face tracking. Or is there a better webcam, or will the Logitech C922 Pro Stream webcam work fine for the YouTube videos I want to make? And that is from Richie J Show. He writes, P.S. Your YouTube channel rocks and helps so much when I need to look something up.
Awesome. Thank you, Richie J. I really do. This is a good question. A lot of people wonder, okay, so if I'm going to spend the money to get a webcam, what do I get? Logitech is a really, really good place to start. They've been in the webcam game since the webcam game started. If you're going to get a webcam, it's probably the right one. I have a bunch of cheapo webcams, and you know, I'm talking, when I say cheapo webcams, they're like 20 or 30 bucks that you can get on Amazon, and they're fine. They produce a picture. But generally speaking, a Logitech webcam is going to give you a higher quality picture that gives you the ability with the software to adjust what you're getting and that sort of stuff. So I think personally it's a pretty good place to start. Now, I don't know much about the face tracking and all that stuff of the specific model that you talked about, but like I said, it's a well-respected brand in the department. So if you're going to go with a webcam, I think it's cool. Now, if you're going to be making YouTube videos, I'm assuming that you're recording on OBS or something like that. It should do just fine. Just keep in mind that it's a good place to start. It's not really where you want to end. Nothing that you see here in the background or anything like that I could ever do on a webcam. So it's a good place to start. Now, I did see someone put in the chat that Logitech has poor customer service. L Smeghead. L Smeghead, thank you so much for your comment. Yeah, it's a big company. Sometimes it's really difficult to get them to respond. But Logitech does have forums and a Discord and things like that where you can directly talk to somebody and hopefully get it resolved. Whereas, you know, the little companies that just sell these one-offs in Amazon, well, you're never going to get support because it doesn't exist. So at least Logitech offers you some sort of recourse to actually talk to somebody eventually. So while their customer service may be poor, it's a lot better than none. So I definitely see what you're saying there, though. Let's go over to the Monica Cam again and get the next question.
Yes. Okay. Next question is really interested in how you do that cartoon face. Can you show us?
I certainly can show you. All right. So here we are. We're on my main screen. And if I wanted to do the cartoon face, then I just hit this hotkey right here. Impressed, aren't you? But I bet you want to know more than that, right? Just press the hotkey, man. It's awesome. No, there's a little more to it. There's a little more to it. Yeah, I know. That was kind of a dick move. I apologize. I use something called Snap Camera. It's right here. And so basically I have my favorites right here. Has all the different cams that I use. And so I use this right here to create hotkeys for each one of those cameras so that when I press the key, it works. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Snap Camera, it works pretty simply. You just go in here and you add in your camera and your microphone. And really the microphone doesn't matter because you're adding your microphone directly into the audio. Or you're adding your microphone directly into OBS anyways. But once you get your camera squared away and working in here, then you can go through and you can select all kinds of different faces that you want to use. And they're all right here. All you have to do is do some searching to find the ones that you want to use. So when you add your video capture device, you're going to notice if we go in here, actually let's just delete it. Let's just delete it so I can show you how to add it. We're going to go into video capture device, and instead of adding our normal camera, we can't add Cam Link because that one is being used by Snap Camera. Luckily, Snap Camera gives us a camera that we can use right here. And so if we're using the Snap Camera in here, that means that when we click on those awesome things, we get our cartoon faces. Hopefully that answers your question. If you want to know a little bit more or you want to see exactly how the process is done, I'm going to flip over and let Monica ask a question here, and I will post the link in the chat. Or actually, Michael T, could you post a link in the chat on how to use the face cams in OBS for our question askers so that they know how to use it? Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Let's go see what Monica's got going on.
Okay.
Psh, basking on the beach.
Ooh.
Just taking all those breaks, aren't you?
Liking the beach. Yeah.
Well, someday you might get a tan.
I doubt it. It doesn't
Probably
happen.
not in this life.
Probably not. No. Okay, is there a way to play back heavy video files on OBS without the risk of stuttering the video? I have a pretty good computer, but this happens. Meanwhile, I usually play back all videos offline before streaming because they stutter on the first playback but not on the next ones. However, that takes about 40 minutes of my time. Is there
Okay.
any suggestion for that?
I do have quite a bit of suggestion on this. Do we have a name?
There is no name.
All right, no name. Let's go over here. All right. So the best way to fix this problem, first of all, you go into your settings and you make sure what your output settings are, your video settings. If they're 1920 by 1080, make sure that you are not trying to play 4K videos or anything like that in your live stream. The second thing that you want to do is go ahead and take those videos and let's get rid of, put this on, and put this down. You want to take those videos and go get something called Shutter Encoder. I have some links to it someplace, not in this video. It's totally free. It's totally free. You load those videos in here, right? And then you go to choose function, and you're going to want to go to VP9. Now VP9 creates a WebM file. So you're going to take 5 gig files, huge files, and when it's done, you select your max quality and you just start your function. It will export them into the same directory where they're at with a WebM file at the end, and you're going to find that they're going to be like tiny files, and your computer will have no problems running them. And honestly, the image quality just doesn't degrade enough to worry about it too much. But if you do find that the image quality does degrade, you can certainly bump up your bit rates and that sort of stuff if you like. Either way, making sure that your file size, resolution-wise, is the same size as your stream, i.e. 1920 by 1080, 720, or whatever, and not 4K. And then making sure that the file size is as small as possible and as easy as possible for OBS to process is really important. And actually, this leads to another question that I keep getting asked on my face cam videos, where I show you how to use a mask to create different shapes. See how this one is shaped like a square? Well, I have videos out there that show you how to create an easy mask that can change this shape up to be a circle or a triangle or whatever. And then I show you how to put backgrounds on there that move. And everyone always says, yeah, but that takes up so much processing power and I'm trying to run a game and all that stuff. And that's true. If you're using the original MOV file that's, you know, a massive 1080 file when you're only using it on a little face cam, OBS is trying to re-encode all that stuff. So you just want to go ahead and re-encode that stuff using something like WebM, and it's going to be super mega tiny file. Your computer's easily going to be able to process it, and you're not going to have to worry. So reprocessing those files is probably the easiest way. Now, I know you said that you watch each of the files before you live stream, and that takes up a lot of time. Needless to say, it's also going to take some time to re-encode the video files. But if you use the videos over and over again, it's the only way. You'll never have problems with it stuttering again or anything like that. so that would be my recommendation to you. And let's go see what we've got next. Oh, riding the lift.
All right. Next,
You can-
is there a way to pop the super chat notification without the use of Streamlabs?
Is there a way to pop the super chat notification without the use of
Streamlabs. Yep.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. There's a way. You can use Stream Elements. You can use Stream Elements instead of Streamlabs, and it'll pop up the notifications. But Streamlabs or Stream Elements are the two things. Basically, they just have access to your account. When you get a super chat or something like that, they take that information and then they create the notification that comes through the WebSocket to your laptop. So you're either going to need Streamlabs or Stream Elements or another company that does alerts or something like that to get those things to trigger. There really isn't any other way other than that, at least as far as I'm aware. There probably is another company out there that does something really similar as well. I want to take a second. I want to say hello to El Smashhead. Is that what it says? Yeah, El Smashhead. Hello. He says Monica's on the cable car. Cool. And Ricky J. Shaw lighting up the chat. Been on a chairlift in the UK. I honestly, I cannot possibly read the name on some of these, unfortunately. We have an individual. He says, hello, thank you for your videos from Russia. Oh, my name is Yuri. Hi, Yuri. Chekhov? Karakov? I'm glad to find your channel and use your lessons in my streams in the future. You have a very high level. Thank you and thumbs up. Thank you so much, Yuri. I really do appreciate it. It is nice to know that we are actually reaching all across the world. That is freaking super awesome. That is really awesome. Oh, look at that. We've got a subscriber. Liu Plays. Well, hello, Liu. I don't know if you're actually in the chat, but hello and welcome. Oh, and we've got 1080 Fresh. Hello. Welcome to the chat if you're in here, or maybe you're just watching a video, which is cool too. And we've got Mooston Christian Academy. Muzan Christian Academy. We got a plethora of people that are probably not in the chat that just happen to be subscribing. Like, oh my gosh. Otenil Cruz. I could probably do this all night. You guys are amazing. Oh my goodness.
You see the message from Deep Sleep Videos?
Deep Sleep, I did not.
Deep Sleep Videos.
I don't have any questions. I just wanted to pop in and say a big thank you for your videos, many of which have really helped me in OBS. Thank you, Deep Sleep Videos. I'm very humbled by all the love that I get. Thank you. It is awesome. It is really awesome. Do we have another question, Pumpkin? Oh, wait.
We have a new member, Blue Sky Skadee. Welcome. Welcome to the membership. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And anyone else, you are welcome to join Blue-Eyed Skadee, me, and the others in the membership program. Thank you. Thank you again. And it's just awesome. Thank you so much.
Woo! I love that one. That's probably my favorite one, man. Oh, that's probably my favorite one. I really do enjoy that one because we get to listen to some tunes that shred as well. Thank you, Blue Eyed Skadi. I really, really do appreciate it. What you got for me, baby?
Okay. We're actually on question 15 of 27. This
All
is
right.
from,
Well, you're gonna when we're done talking, try to
Yeah.
fix your green screen.
Why? What's
'Cause
wrong
we're
with my
getting-
green screen?
Well, we're getting fuzzies right behind you, so Dusty must have pushed it out, or there must be some kind of shadow there or something.
Okay. All right. He's back
So-
there now, so he's probably.
Oh, that's
calling,
what's going on.
it's-
All right.
Yeah, he's back there. Okay.
Oh,
right. Okay.
Tech Examine wants us to keep the mask, the troll mask on. It can't be worse than this mask that we wear every day.
Yay. Robot.
Oh, honey, what you got?
This one is from G Wolf United Gaming. Regards to the Snap camera, and you may have answered this one, but I'm going to read it anyway. It says, excuse me, with that Snap camera you're using, are you going to do a video for it so we can see how you connect it to OBS? Is that what you've already posted?
I have 2 videos. Michael, could you? What was that individual's name?
That is G Wolf United Gaming.
G Wolf. Michael, could you at G Wolf United Gaming in the chat and leave that puppy in there? Is G Wolf still here?
Drop the puppy.
At G,
I don't know.
is it one space? Yes, G Wolf United Gaming is still here. Could you drop G Wolf United Gaming a link? This would be the one about Snap Camera, adding other faces to your stream. I have a couple of videos out there, G Wolf, and I would be happy to let you check those videos out. They actually go into a lot more detail than I did before. So,
So,
what you up to, babe?
not much. I'm just ready to
Yeah.
ask my questions.
Well,
Are you ready for
have
another
You
question?
you have a question?
I do have, well,
What?
I am asking the questions of others, but yes.
Well, I'm not getting any younger here. So,
I know.
look at the skin on my head has folds.
See, that's how you know you're not getting any younger.
No, look at it, it's lumpy. Uh-oh. It looks like
Uh-oh.
we're going to go. We're going to go. Thank you, Activate LA, for the super chat. And Activate LA says, thank you for the live stream question. Where can I get a layout like yours? You are camera and chat and photo slideshow on the top. Thanks. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that I actually did a video that shows how to create this overlay and include all of the other stuff. So maybe Michael can find that one as well. It's an older one. I'm just going to let you know that I cannot vouch for the quality of videos that might be a year old or so. But I did do a video where I believe I showed how I set up that initial overlay. If not, it's pretty simple. It's a bunch of lines. Yeah, so the tool mat says he watched that one today. So loaded catch says we can skip his question. He's got to get his wife. I'll see it. Well, thank you, Loaded. And if we don't skip your question, it'll still be in here, so you can come back to it later. Thank you, Activate LA, and I really do appreciate it. Hopefully, Michael will find that video. If he does not, leave a comment after the stream, and we'll do it. There we go. Michael just dropped that in there. Tech Examine has just dropped that in there. We have officially dropped it, and we have a Dusty sighting.
We have a Dusty sighting. We do have a Dusty sighting.
Dusty,
He's
Dusty.
joined the stream. Join the stream. See
He
his
does
ears.
not. He does not like when you whistle. Why don't you lift his little nugget up so people can see him?
He just lay down. So
Yeah.
I don't
Gonna
want to
leave him
disturb
lay.
him. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
He'll we'll get there.
The Richie J show says it ain't a dog, and depending upon what kind of dog you have, it's about as big. It's pretty big.
Definitely bigger than those little ones you can fit in your purse. Yeah.
Definitely. And probably just as vicious, to be honest. Sometimes when he gets in a mood. What you got,
Yeah.
babe? What question are we on?
Okay, we are on 16 of 27. They keep rolling in.
We're doing pretty
this is
good though.
awesome.
We're keeping up.
We're doing pretty good. Pretty good. This one just says how to put filters on OBS. That's all it says.
All right. Does it have a name?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, let's go over to the tutorial screen here, and we'll put some filters on OBS. I'm going to close out my Shutter encoder, and I'm going to open this up. So let's say I wanted to put some filters on this camera. I can just right-click on it and go to Filters. And we have audio-video filters where I can affect the audio. I can add compression to my voice or gain if it's too soft, or all kinds of other stuff I can do. If I go down to my VST plugins, I can actually add voice changers and that sort of stuff. I did a video on that. If you want to use VST plugins to change your voice. And then I can go here and I can add color correction. I can add chroma key. I can apply a LUT to my stream. Those filters are all basically included right in OBS. And then we've got a lot of other filters that I loaded in. Render delay, another cool filter. If your audio and video are slightly off, you can delay your video a little bit to sync up your audio. So that's how you add a filter. You just go ahead and you click the plus and you select which one you want. In this case, I could add a chroma key filter. It's not really going to do anything because I don't have a green screen. But now you can see the chroma key filter is right in here. In case I went too fast to add a filter, right click, go to filters on any source, not just a camera, any source you can add a filter onto. So hopefully that answers your question. Let's go back to see what Monica's got going on. I believe we have some shots of the cat nugget.
Yep, we have a Dusty sighting.
Look
We
at
have a
him.
Dusty. Look at him. Look. He's looking at me, not at the
He
camera.
is. No,
He doesn't know to look at the camera.
What you got, babe?
Okay, this one is from. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I got the right one. Whoops. Oh, I'm getting there. Hold on. Okay, we did that one. Next this is from Click Radio. I don't know if it's Click Radio CL or just Click Radio. They say, hey, is there any way on the multi-view setup to see view meters?
View meters. I'm not sure what you mean by view meters. So if you're talking about being able to put like a viewer count meter, yes, there is a way that you can add a viewer count meter. You're going to go into either Streamlabs OBS, or you're going to go into either Streamlabs, not Streamlabs OBS, but Streamlabs the website, or Stream Elements have a box or a meter that's going to show you how many people are on your stream, and you can add that as a browser source by taking the link out of the actual source, going into browser, and then pasting your link right in here. It will add that source to your live stream so that you can see the number of people that you have physically in your live stream at each given moment. So that's what I think you're talking about. If I got that totally wrong and you want to talk about some other sort of view meter, you did say something about using the multi-screen. Now, I don't know if the multi-screen that you're talking about was multi-view, like something like this. Is that the multi-view? So I'm not totally certain exactly what you mean. So maybe maybe hook that up, because I'm not totally sure. I'm probably getting that wrong. Let's go back to the Monica question cam and see what we got going on.
Okay. Okay, next question comes from Generation Flip. Hi, Michael. They're saying you got good stuff. So they're very happy with your stuff. Was wondering if you can help me. I have issues with move transitions. It doesn't save after I exit. I try my hotkeys and nothing. Please help.
Move transition. Go ahead and repeat the end of that question.
Yes. Okay. I have issues with move transitions. It doesn't save after I exit. I try my hotkeys, but nothing.
Okay. So when you have issues with saving, let's move off of you, honey, as much as I love to look at you. So when you have issues with saving out of OBS, one of the main issues is usually that something went corrupt in your files. So what you can do is leave your OBS opened, of course, and then go into your profiles and export the profiles you want, export the scene collections you want, and then go into your hard drive, and you want to go down into it'll be located in C. It will be located in users, and then it will be located under your local profile, and then you'll go into app data, and you're going to go into, I believe it's roaming, if I'm not mistaken. No, I don't want to do that. And then you can see right here, OBS Studio. And this keeps stuff like your global INI and your save file and stuff like that. Delete these two folders, reinstall OBS, and hopefully it will resolve your problems with saving. The other thing that you can do is go into the OBS forums and ask the developer the question directly if that doesn't work for you, but that's what I would recommend. Green Alien Mikey is freaking me out. Sorry, L Smeghead. I will adjust it. We'll go with this one. There we go. I know that's probably a lot better. A lot better. So, what do we got going on, Pumpkin?
Oh, we have a question from Lance Mechanic. He's a repeat visitor. I have an older laptop that does not have a dedicated GPU, i5 8 megs of memory. Is it worth getting an external GPU? And if so, do you have any recommendations?
I'm sorry, I was batting my eyes. What was something about an external GPU?
Yes, from Lance Mechanic. I have an older laptop that does not have a dedicated GPU. Is it worth getting an external GPU? And if so, do you have any recommendations?
Let's go here. Is it worth getting an external GPU? Honestly, wow, that's a lot of dinging going on here. Why is that dinging? An external GPU probably isn't gonna help you a whole heck of a lot on an older computer. You're probably a lot better off to get a newer, more modern machine that has a built-in or an external GPU already in it. That would be my personal opinion. But the doll says that you probably need no equipment. Probably. Those things, unfortunately, just don't. They honestly, an external GPU can only do so much. If the CPU and everything that's already in the computer can't handle it, it's probably not going to help as much as you would hope, and you're going to end up spending a couple of $100 on it. When for a couple of $100 more, you could end up with an actual new machine or a newer machine that's going to probably be a lot better for you. So, yeah, that's my recommendation. What's up, babe?
Okay. Next question is from Mav Plays. Do you have a video on how to fix blurry streams when moving around in a fast-paced game, or the best setting for max quality live streams?
Okay. Well, there are some tricks to making sure that you don't have these problems. Let's see. I'm going to move this little guy here. We're going to go into settings, and I'm going to show you when we go to output, okay? Hopefully, if you're trying to do fast-paced gaming and stuff, you have an NVIDIA graphics card, so you got your encoder set. Secondly, your bit rate is directly related to how much bulk information you pack into the thing. Now you can bump it up to a certain point and it won't matter because there's only so much that YouTube or Twitch or any of those are going to take. But once you get past that, these two here, Look Ahead and Psychovisual Tuning, are the two things that are specifically designed for gamers to basically do exactly what you're talking about, to try to keep up with the screens and make sure that you're not getting blurry frames and stuff like that. Now, the other reason why you could be getting blurry frames is just because your machine is not processing your stuff fast enough. So the other way to check and just make sure that it's actually fully processing, which I suspect it sounds like your machine is, but just in case, be sure to go in and check your stats doc right here. So your stats doc right here is going to give you your time to render, and it's going to tell you how many missed frames you have, how many skipped frames you have. If you end up with a lot of this sort of stuff, then that might be your problem instead. So there you go. Hopefully that helps. Stop yelling at me. It keeps beeping at me. Why does it keep...
Beeping at me! Why does it keep beeping at me? I don't like it at all, okay? Why does it keep beeping at me? Okay. I'm gonna be okay.
Wow, did you age fast?
Yeah. That one hurt, man.
That was, yeah. I was going to the next. Deep breaths.
It just kept
Okay.
beeping at me, man.
Are you
It's
fixed
like-
now?
It was like totally ding, ding, ding. I mean, dude,
Dude,
stop the ding. I don't need to hear it.
stop the beeping.
So how many questions do we
We
have
are
left?
22 of 31.
22 of 31.
Yes.
Okay.
Lots of questions.
Well, we're gonna have to pick up the pace.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Well then. Okay.
Ah,
This
look
is
at that.
from
My
what?
finger goes right under my hair, man. Whoa. You don't see that happen all the time.
You don't see that happen all the time.
All right.
Okay.
What's your question?
Question is from Major Gamer asking how to use filters on OBS.
Hello,
This might-
Major.
This might be the same as the previous question about using filters on OBS. So it might
Another
be,
filters on OBS.
it could be the same person asking a question with their name.
Oh. Well, Major, just in case you missed it, you right-click and you go into filters, and you can add a plethora of filters, ones that you can add in through plugin packs, or like Apply LUT and Chroma Key and Color Correction and Color Key. Those are all there. Oh man, look at my hair is like sticking up right above here. Look at that. I don't know, is it? Yes. I'm still talking with the baby voice.
Wow, did that just ruin everything? Oh well. I'm sorry for everyone who had to be subjected to the baby voice. The subtitle guy on YouTube quit his job. Sorry, Richie. But, you know, there you have it. There you have it. Someone should have told me earlier. Where were you on that one, chat? Just keep typing over and over again. What's up? Baby voice, baby voice, baby voice. I mean, you know, I just want you to, you know, let me know.
What you really gotta do is cry about it just a little bit. Hey, stop talking with the baby voice already. We've heard the baby voice, and now the baby's not on there, but the baby voice is still going, and it's really, 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 really bothering me, man. So stop, please. Can you just stop with it? Okay. Seriously, let me know.
Oh, is the baby voice still on? I don't know. Here we go.
Okay. Are we back? Are we ready for a real question?
I think so.
Okay. All right, here we go.
I think
This
so.
is what?
Someone said that someone's talking about plungers or something. I don't know. Anyway, what's the question?
Look, Weez on Music says I came here to get away from my kids.
Sorry.
Okay,
Ways on.
this
I
is
apologize.
an easy question. Do you like to play football?
Do I like to play football? Well, as fate would have it, I love to watch football a lot. We spend, in fact, almost everything that we do in our life, including our vacation, is scheduled around when the football games are on. So I absolutely love to watch football. As far as play it goes, well, I'm not as good. Now, L. Schmeghead says we're probably talking about proper English football, in which case I believe he might be referring to soccer, in which case, no. I don't really like to run around and not score. So soccer is not my thing. And Weezon says go Chiefs, so he's a Pat Mahomes fan. I'm going to have to go over on Monica so she can give her commentary on that.
On Pat Mahomes? Patrick. It is not Pat Mahomes. It is Patrick Mahomes. I
Yes.
like watching Patrick Mahomes too. It's the Chiefs. It's either the Eagles or the Broncos or the Chiefs. That's what we watch. Although, I like the Chiefs. I'm not so sure about Michael. He can or cannot like the Chiefs, but I do.
I'm a fan of the Chiefs.
Chiefs?
Yep.
Okay. Very good.
I like watching Patrick Mahomes. He's awesome, man. He's fun to watch.
That's right.
All right. We got other questions?
We do. Another question here says, hey, Michael, it's Zach. I'm planning on going back to developing streaming tools. So I was wondering, what are some highly requested features and issues in the streaming world that does not currently have a solution?
Wow.
That's a good question.
That's like streaming royalty coming in here and talking to us. Hold on a second. I can't do this as the blueberry.
You can't be a berry.
No. For those of you who do not know who Zach is, let me go over to my tutorial screen. So Zach is the creator of Twidget. And so basically he created this widget here, and what it does is it allows me to put chat on my screen. Let me show you here. So I can put chat on my screen from here. Soccer is where you throw a sock at your annoying girlfriend. So that's Twidget right there. It allows me to select stuff from the chat and put it in here. Now, I'm not sure, is that actually displaying properly? Let me move this out. And here we go. Want to learn how to kick field goals and make that kind of money. Weezon, every week when they continue to miss these stupid field goals, I tell Monica, I said, you know what? I'm just going to become a kicker. Because for God's sakes, if you can't make a 30-yard field goal, oh my goodness. So anyway, Twidget is what allows you to do this sort of stuff. Put in your chats and that sort of stuff. It also, if I go back to my main screen, it also is what does this right here. All of that is all Twidget, and it will do it on Facebook and Twitch and YouTube. It works every time. It's freaking awesome. So if you don't know about Twidget, please let me know. In fact, Michael, could you put the link to the Twidget video into the chat because I'm guessing people really want to know more about it. But also, as you just heard, the developer of that software wants to know what you guys are looking for. What is the big tool that's missing that you want to add to your live stream? Is there something that you can think of? If so, Zach is definitely watching and listening, so leave a comment on the video when the video's over or when you're done watching the video. Please leave a comment on the video, and it will definitely he'll get right on it. And there it is, Holy Grail free OBS add-on. Michael Tech Examine just linked it in there. If you want to know what Twidget is and how I use it to do things like this and to do things like this to put chat on the screen, that is how we do it. There you go, Ricky. You made it. You made it. Twidget needs to display emojis. I know. Well, I can't, you know. You got to let them know that's a feature you want, and then maybe it can. And Trains with Mark says he'll have to remember for when I do this stuff. I don't know what he's trying to remember, but we do have Joran in the house. Joran asks me how I'm doing today. Joran, I am doing absolutely fantastic. In fact, things are just epic right now. I mean, you know, life is good. Life is good. But I'm guessing we're getting behind on questions. So, Dad Wars wants Twidget for Mac. Definitely leave a comment and let Zach know that. I think it's so awesome that Zach just left us a comment, by the way. Thank you, Zach. Go ahead, babe.
Okay, next question. Can you make a video on how to make animated stream overlays in Premiere Pro to export and use for OBS for Twitch live streams? What webcam do you use and what mic? I know that's like a 3-part question, but...
All right, so start with the first question.
Can you make a video on how to make animated stream overlays in Premiere Pro to export and use for OBS for Twitch live streams?
Premiere Pro. So most of the overlays that I've created use After Effects. You can kind of do it in Premiere Pro, but it's difficult. Weezon Music says, being honest, it's hard to read your chat stream. The font could be bigger. Yes, you can actually adjust all of that in the settings on the thing. I just have it set up the way it is to let people know that you can actually do it, since I don't spend a lot of time on that screen anyways. But you could change the font, you can change the sizes, you can do all that stuff. Okay, so what's the second question, Pumpkin?
Second question is, what webcam do you use and what mic?
I do not use a webcam. I use a Sony a6500 connected with an Elgato Cam Link right there. And the microphone is a Sennheiser I forget what Sennheiser it is at the moment. But I just did a video that gives you a full studio tour. So we're going to post that video in here, and you can check it out and know everything I'm using, from the microphone to, the microphone to anything else. The camera, the microphone, the green screen, the lighting, if I use a green screen, all the stuff that's in the background, if you want to know more about that, all of that stuff is in that video right there. Right there. All right, babe.
Okay, next question. This is from Richie J, or Ricky, whatever it is you want to call him. He says that's okay. He says, yo, dude, you have to show everyone the Halloween filters in Snap Camera. I've just tried all of them with my cheap rubbish webcam. They are spooky.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, I'll definitely get on that for a Halloween-themed live stream next week, for sure. Thank you, Richie. Or Ricky. J. Show.
Okay, next question?
Next question,
question,
dude.
Okay, this is from Trains with Mark. Do you know a way to split up audio from one source? Like, say if I have music from YouTube and voices from Discord, is there a way to separate it without having to run through 2 different speakers or headsets? Thanks in advance.
Yeah. Hold on, let me give Monica a camera break. yes, there absolutely is a way to separate this. It's called Voicemeeter Banana. Basically, you can set the outputs of your different assets to different inputs on the virtual cable, and then you can split them up. You can send one to the stream and one to your headphones if you want. You can send them both to your stream. You can adjust the audio completely separately. There are a bunch of videos out there on the Voicemeeter Banana. I think my favorite one probably was done by Nutty. So it's super cool. I am putting a video together that shows you how to do it, but Voicemeeter is pretty complicated and the videos are not very exciting for people to actually watch. So I've kind of been avoiding it, but I'm getting so many questions about how to do it that it looks like it might be time to put that video together again. So that's probably what we're going to do. Let's go back and see what we got here.
Okay. This question comes from Mr. Pictovid. Asking, he says, hello, first, I always enjoy your videos and find them super helpful. With that said, apologies if you covered this in a video and I missed it. What is a good light to use to illuminate my face while live streaming? I tend to have issues with migraines and bright light can sometimes trigger it. Do I actually need a bright white light to accomplish this?
This is such a cool question. Hold on a second here. All right. So once again, I'm going to post my studio link in there so that you can see I'm using relatively inexpensive lights. So you don't have to have anything fancy. But what I do recommend for your problem of not wanting to have too much light on you, you want to have a softer light. We're running into this problem actually with Monica's camera. The easiest way to solve that problem is to get lights that can be as bright as you want them to be, and then use bounce cards or reflectors so that they're not facing you directly. You're getting bounce light. And the reason why I posted that video in there is that it shows you how I have my lights set up, because there is no light other than this one right here that's directly on me. Everything is either reflected on me or it's through a big screen. So that's how I recommend it. It makes the lights nowhere near as bright and in your face. So it does, you know, it doesn't cost any money to get really, really bright lights and point them at your wall and then have them bounce back on you. Oh, here we go. Dad Wars, thank you so much. It's time to dance. Shady Nation Gaming just asked the same camera question. I just posted a video about 30 seconds ago in the chat that will tell you exactly what camera I use, what microphone I use, and all that stuff. And Dad Wars is so right, man. This is the way. I did want to mention to Dad Wars that I watched, there's a link to that video again, just in case you missed it. That has my camera and all that information. But I just watched a video and I shared it with Monica the other day. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty funny. It's called Troops instead of Cops, and essentially it's like a Cops episode except for with stormtroopers. Oh my gosh, it made me laugh so hard. And Picto TV also super chatted $5. Says thanks, Michael. You are so welcome. I really hope that helps you. I learned so much more about lighting when I figured out how reflective light works. It changed the entire game. It is the reason why I could get this soft lighting, even though I should have shaved today. I'm a moron. Thank you, PictoVid, and thank you so much, Dad Wars, for the super chat. It is so awesome. It is so awesome. And Victo, somebody said it's the best way to use the green screen as well. Absolutely, that's kind of what we're trying to set up with Monica, because the lights are just way too bright for her as well. Let's go over here. All right, babe, what do we got?
Next question is from Chimp Millionaire. I figured that
hold
the
on a
donation...
second. Trains with Mark says, all right, unfortunately I'm not in the position to pay for it right now, but I'll keep it in mind for the future. Okay, solution. go get yourself the brightest light bulbs you can find. Not colored light bulbs. They must be bright, white light bulbs. And those stupid can, if you watch the video that I posted, it shows you the can lights I used. They're like $5 at Home Depot. You can take those lights, point them at your wall, or point them at white cards that you can get for $5 at a crafting store, and those will bounce the lights onto you, and they're like, I don't know, the light bulbs are the most expensive piece. So you don't need to have super expensive lights to try to do that, and it will make your lighting so much softer. Anyway, go ahead, honey. Sorry.
Okay. Chimp Millionaire says, I figured that the donation scene switcher in Stream Elements actually requires you to keep your browser open in order for WebSocket to communicate with OBS. Are there other platforms or plugins you recommend that do this besides Stream Elements?
There is nothing else I've been able to find that will switch scenes or use it in that way. And Weezon Music asked if I have a PayPal. There is a donation button that's in my chat that goes directly to my PayPal, just in case you were wondering. But I do have a... that's basically the easiest way to get to my PayPal. And luckily, there's no in between. It goes directly to my PayPal. It's just a link that's set up through Stream Elements or Streamlabs, which are both kind enough to not take anything. They're just a liaison in between so you can keep track of. But it goes directly to PayPal, just so you know. Anyway, sorry, honey, go ahead.
I asked the question, the scene switcher in Stream Elements requires to keep your browser open in order for WebSocket to communicate with OBS. Are there other platforms or plugins you recommend that do this besides Stream Elements?
I don't even know that there is another platform that will do it. Now, there is another program out there that gives you all kinds of abilities to customize things. It's called Leorin Board. It's mostly set up for Twitch streamers, and it's really complicated. Nutty actually has quite a few videos on Leorin Board, and it's really, really cool. And I was working with them to put something together that just didn't come together. There is another option out there called StreamerBot, which I'm kind of working through. In their next update, they're going to hopefully have something that can read the alerts, change the scenes. Instead of me having to push a hotkey, it will actually change the faces. In other words, it can send hotkeys and stuff like that. And as soon as the StreamerBot comes online with the next update, it's supposed to have that kind of stuff. And as soon as they do, I'll be doing a video about it so I can share it with you guys. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I did it again, honey. You gotta speak up. Oh, we're going here.
Weezon tips $10. I want to go to this one. I don't know why it's not going to this one. But there we go. Thank you so much, Weezon. I really do appreciate it. I want to see. That's the one thing about doing it this way is if you leave a comment, I do not get to see it. So I'm going to go into my activity feed and see if there's a comment. And there's not. So thank you so much, Weezon. I really do appreciate it. It is awesome. It's really awesome. And plus this music. Yeah. Let's get to it. This just fires me up. It makes me want to answer more epic questions about live streaming. Yeah. Oh man, I got myself shaving a little bit there. Oh yeah. Thank you so much, Weezon. I really do appreciate it.
There we go. And we got to put Monica back in. There we go. I don't know why it keeps doing that, Pumpkin. But now I figured out what it did, so now we know.
Okay. Okay, we are ready.
It's probably
Okay.
some sort of a hotkey thing that I don't know about yet that they must have just added that's doing that. But watch it. You don't want to fall out of that thing, you know?
Okay, I will be very careful. It's very high. This is from A plus. I can't get most Facebook messages into my Twidget app. I get YouTube and some other messages from Facebook who are admins of my channel, but not regular followers of my page. I have already tried sending an email to ZakiVT and using the contact us in the HTTPS app, but he hasn't responded for weeks now.
All right. So the best way to do to reach him, hold on. So maybe the best way to reach him would be to leave a comment in this video, since he did comment earlier. I wish that I was the guy that could actually help you do that. But honestly, if you wanted somebody to code anything, that's not this guy. I am not a coder. I can't code it. But I know that it probably has something to do with different groups and different types of Facebook pages and that sort of stuff. If you ask the question with as much specific information as you possibly can in the comments, I will make sure that I message Zach later on today or tonight or tomorrow and let him know, hey, we've got a group of comments that were left in the chat that are specifically for you, if you could check them out. So please leave that comment in the chat and I will make sure that he gets access to all those. Because I know that a lot of people, that's the main question I get for a lot of people about it, is the Facebook thing. And I don't know if it's because of the groups or because it's multiple different Facebook pages, because some people have a regular personal Facebook page and some people have a business Facebook page. So there's all kinds of different elements to Facebook. Make sure when you're asking the question, you put as much information as you can so we can be sure that hopefully he'll be able to answer that question for you. And let's see what else we got here.
Okay.
Where are we at, babe, on the questions?
We are 32 of 37.
Oh,
Yes.
so we're getting there, man.
We're getting there. Yes, we are. Okay, this is
And
from
look,
the Tool Man.
Oh,
Uh-oh. What?
look at how buff I'm getting.
You get so distracted when you're Cartoon Man.
Well, I'm not Cartoon Man. I'm buff, man. Did
Oh, you buff
see
man?
this? I'm buff, man. Did you look at that? Oh,
Look at that. Ooh.
it moves.
It does move.
Yeah, I gotta fight the ladies off after putting this on. So, what you doing later, babe?
What's I don't know. I'm kind of married.
That figures all the good when they're taken, man. All right, well, I guess you'll have to just ask your question.
I'm just here to ask the questions. That's all.
I'm just gonna chill out here, man.
I'm
Ask
gonna
your
put
question.
you there. You go. There you go. Ask the question. See how this feels here. This is from the Tool Man. I'm sorry, the Tool Mat again. Apologies. Saying I have a Mac, iOS, and PC platform. Do they all cooperate across all the platforms well? I use an
No.
iPad Pro a lot and could just stick with Mac and iOS unless OBS is better on a PC. I just want to hear an opinion.
Okay, well, I'm going to give this opinion. I've actually done a couple of videos on this. PC is the proper streaming platform, especially if you can get a PC with an NVIDIA graphics card, because NVIDIA graphics cards have built-in encoders, which just take all the work off of the CPU and allow you to do the kind of stuff that I do on my live stream with a really, really old computer. I'm pretty sure that this computer is, what would you say, 10 years old? It's really old. It's really old. Now, granted, I built this with the best equipment that was available 10 years ago, but it's really old. Now, I will put a caveat in there, and I will have answers to this question more specifically sooner. I have not used an M1 Mac machine to stream just yet. So I can't say that the same problems that existed on old Intel Macs have rolled over into the M1 Macs. I suspect that they have, but I don't know for sure. So I will have a chance to test that again. Apparently, we're trying to get to 100 thumbs up. We're getting really close. Let me take a look here. I didn't even know. All this, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. It says here I've got 86. 86.
88.
So if you are, 88. If you are in the chat and you have not adjusted your thumbs so they are pointed directly into the sky,
92.
we would definitely appreciate that. Oh
93.
man, we're doing it. We're
They're
doing
doing
it.
it. They're
We're
doing
getting
it.
we're getting the thumbs up. Hey, let's do this one. Look
See
at
this one?
I
All
got
thumbs
bendy
up.
thumbs. Bendy thumbs. 95. Wow.
96. We can do
Oh.
it.
Oh no. Unbelievable. Oh, that's my question answered. Just got to add to the stream multi-deck action, if that is the case. So I know a lot of people have questions about the viability of a Mac M1. I need to get me a Mac M1 and answer those questions. And the reason why I haven't done that just yet is because I was waiting for the MacBook Pros to come out. So as soon as my MacBook Pro comes in, which will be right after the money for the MacBook Pro comes in, I will be getting one and we'll be testing it. 98. Ooh, we hit 101 likes. Wow.
Yay.
That's amazing.
Woo!
One disliker. He got a tiny Russian winky. What? I don't know what that means. But you guys are amazing. You're going to make me cry.
I just can't believe it! How could you do this to me? You people are so amazing! Oh, it makes me so emotional when you do this. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm gonna be okay, but the outpouring of love and support. I haven't felt this warm since I was in Mommy's womb. Thank you so much for the love.
There's something wrong with me. And Monica's been on screen for so much longer than she would have had to ask to be on screen. I'm sorry, honey. I am so sorry. Especially looking at this. Maybe you want to look at this.
What are we looking at?
What
Oh,
are we
David.
looking at? What are you looking at?
David has the questions.
Psh, all right. Well, Wave Media's in the house. Hello. Good to see you, Wayne. All right, babe. Let's get to the let's stop messing around here, and we're
We
gonna
are
get to
gonna
the questions.
Gonna
Run streams like
Yes,
we're a freaking
like
robot.
that,
You know what I'm saying?
like that.
We're
We're gonna
gonna
get
get
through
through them in robotic fashion.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Now, this one is from Plunder Down Under. And I know they said that you answered a question. I don't know if this is the same question, so I'm going to ask the question. Was the baby voice filtered and hotkeyed with a face mask filter? As someone that uses voice mod and images, when it triggered, I would love to learn how to have those filters. So sorry if I already asked.
Awesome question. Let's go. Let's get Monica some non-screen time. I know everybody came to see her. I gotta keep them wanting more. So basically, I use this awesome nifty tool. Hold on. Now it's all tangled up in all my cabling. I use this awesome tool. It's called the Stream Deck, and I program the exact same hotkeys for. Well, I use a multiple hotkey program for the button. So the button automatically switches to the voice I want, and then the second hotkey automatically switches to the filter, the face screen filter that I want, and then hitting it again will automatically toggle it off on both the voice mod and the snap camera. So that's how I managed to do it. It would actually be a lot more difficult to do on a keyboard, but not impossible. I'm telling you, the Stream Deck, yeah, multi-action is one of the features that you get on the Envato Stream Deck. I know they're not cheap, guys. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that having a Stream Deck is not a luxury, that I am very, very lucky to have the opportunity to play with one. What I am saying is that if you want to put together a large, comprehensive stream, woo, where you get to do a lot of fun stuff.
We're gonna go. Let's do this one. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Bernie. Bernie tips. You guys are awesome. I hope you're keeping my thoughts together for me when this is done, honey, because I was on a warpath about something. Yo. Well, maybe I can figure out what I was saying by the chat. But right now, yes, I was. Thank you so much. Let me go into my stream elements and make sure Bernie, his comment says, keep up the great work. Thank you, Bernie. I really do appreciate it. Epic. Absolutely awesome. And
Boom. Let's go back. So, I'm pretty sure I was saying that I understand that stuff like the Stream Deck are not inexpensive and frivolous adds to your live stream. But definitely, if you plan to make money and become a more professional live streamer eventually at some point, I really do recommend them. I love mine. For a complicated live stream, it's it's the freaking best. It really is. For a complex live stream, it's really the best. With that being said, it's not a necessity. I got by without a Stream Deck for a long time. You can figure out ways around doing things. So it's definitely not like you have to have one, but it is a really nice luxury when you can finally afford to get one. And you know, when you start to make money with your stream, you should definitely reinvest that money in the stream to make it better. So that's my 2 cents on that. Anyway, what's up, babe?
There you go.
You got
All right.
you got more questions? Where are we at?
We are at 34 of 37.
Oh man. So what you're saying is we're getting pretty close to the end.
Yes.
Luckily, I'm getting pretty old, so.
Looks like you got to the end of your hair a long time ago.
I did. I did.
Okay. Question. This one comes from Joshua Applewhite saying, I teach at a school and we're trying to find a way to create editable animated lower thirds in the style of a news broadcast for the news channel that we are launching soon. We know how to make them with Premiere Pro and After Effects, but it would be really nice to have the option to edit the anchors' names or the ticker on the fly inside of OBS. I have also been using Voice Attack for my classroom lectures to switch sources in OBS, and your video on that helped greatly.
Oh man, that is so awesome. That is so awesome. So I'm going to do something right now for the community, if I can figure out how to turn this off. And I'm going to go over here to my tutorial screen. And what I want to do is... let's go to the main screen for a second while I find this. But there is a video out there by another person who does awesome live streaming content. And I believe he just did a video that might answer the question that you are asking right this very moment about really customizing those things. So let me see if I could find a link to his video. And the only ask is that when you watch his video, you leave a comment, let him know where you came from, so he knows that I'm watching. Because I like that. I think us guys who do this sort of thing ought to be helping each other out when we can. So let me see if I can find the video, because it's pretty awesome. Here's his channel, and if you've already seen the video, Yep, I got it right here. I'm just gonna open it up and then stop the ad, click the share, and copy it out. I apologize for taking a second, but I want to make sure that I do answer all of your questions. I am not the perfect answerer of this one. I know there was a video out there on it from a person that I trust, so I suspect that this is a pretty doggone good video, although I haven't watched it. Just do me a big favor and let him know that that I sent you, and I would love that. Let's go and see. Hopefully that answers your question, by the way. There you go, babe.
Okay, this one is from Cruise Tech, asking how do we enable multiple live cameras on single gaming live streams via OBS on Windows?
So how do you add in multiple cameras? Okay, well that's pretty simple. Just hold on, let me get off your screen there, babe. Just be aware that every camera that you add is going to take clock cycles that can make it a little more difficult. And I'm assuming that you're talking about adding cameras from the same room. Now let me see, do I even have any of my cameras plugged in? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I think one of them's downstairs. So I don't have my other webcams. I used to have like 5 webcams plugged in here. But you can see I have my video capture device. You're going to add another webcam by clicking this plus and going into video capture device. You are going to just give it its name, and you'll drop this down and you'll select the other camera device, which I don't have on hand here. I usually do. I don't know where I put my all my other webcams. But the truth is that once you get 2 or 3 webcams plugged into a computer, they take up a lot of bus space. So if you're already gaming and that sort of stuff, it can be difficult. If you see other channels that are doing multiple webcams and a lot of stuff like that, along with gaming, a lot of them are using 2 machines. And they have one machine that's running their webcams and another machine that's running the game. And then basically they send the game over to the webcam machine and then they send it out. And usually they'll use something like NDI or they'll use a capture card or something like that. So if you're going to add extra cameras, that's how you would do it. But be sure that your machine, be sure when you're plugging in the second webcam, you plug it in on a different bus than what your first webcam and your microphone stuff is plugged into, because they only have a certain amount of bandwidth. If you are talking about remote webcam, something like some other guy or some other person is going to connect, then you can do it exactly like I do my camera with Monica. I use Melon. So I actually showed how to do that earlier, but if that's the question you're asking, you can let somebody know in the comments down here, and Michael can drop a link to the video that shows you exactly how to do that. Let's go over here and see how many questions we got left.
We are at 37 of 40. Okay.
37 of 40.
Yeah.
That's,
Mike.
Hey, we're gonna cut the questions off at this point, just so you guys know, so that we're not here until 11 p.m. or anything like that. But we are going to get to every single question that people ask, just so you know. That's why we're here.
That's the way
What you
roll.
got, babe?
All right.
It is how I roll. We don't clown around here.
Can we, excuse me, can we do panning or zoom with virtual sets like the one on vMix in OBS?
Okay, so I'm guessing that, and I don't use vMix. Let me get off this. I'm guessing that panning and zooming, like virtual sets, basically what that is that there's like a green screen or a virtual set in the background, and they put you on that set, and then they can move the set around in 3D. It's not impossible for you to do that. So if I was green screened in here, and my background was removed, and then I had a nice pretty background around here, as long as that background is bigger than the screen, then I can do something that's called the move transition, and I can move my camera, I can adjust, I can zoom in, and all that sort of stuff. Now I have a video on how to use the move transition, and it's going to require a little bit of effort on your part to kind of figure out how you would get exactly what you want to do to work, but it will absolutely do what you want it to do. In fact, I'm pretty sure that I have a video that shows exactly how to use zoom features and stuff on the using the zoom transition. And I'm looking for the video, Michael. I believe it's called The Greatest Plugin Ever or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. If you could dig that one up for me, that would be awesome. Here it is, Best Plugin Ever. Best plugin money can't buy. This will show you a way that you could set it up to do the kind of virtual zooming and panning that they do in vMix. Right there. All right. Let's go back and see what Monica's got for us. What question are we on now, Pumpkin?
38 of 40.
38 of 40. There's only 2 questions left?
Mm-hmm.
There can only be 2 questions left. How is that possible?
Because you said no more questions.
I did it to myself. All right, well, at least we have 2 more. Let's get on to the next one.
I have 2 more. How do I create a layout for my live stream in OBS?
Haha. All right, so I have a video coming. Let me get you off the screen, Pumpkin. I have a video that is coming out that's going to show you how to set up a basic live stream. It goes through everything from the starting soon to the main screen, to a tutorial screen or whatever you might want to do, to the ending screen and all that stuff. It shows you how to do all that. It also shows you how to create a layout without having to do an overlay if you don't want to do that, and add some animation and dynamics. And it also is going to show you how to take it to the next level using that. So I can't really give it away, but I will show you a simple way to do this. Let's go into, just because it makes sense that you asked the question, I should at least try to show you some of the tricks that you can use. So I've got my camera right here. I could go into color source and let's see, maybe I want to make my camera back like a light yellow. It's part of my color scheme. Click OK. And I can just move that behind my camera and zip that up like this. And I'll use the Alt key to crop it a little bit. And then I can go and click my plus. We could go to display capture. And I can capture Monica's display there. You're on screen now, honey. Yep, you're on screen. So I can move this down here. So I could be doing a game on this screen and having me on this screen. This is a really simple way to create a layout for a live stream. All I have to do is go and create another color source. And let's select color. We'll use a light blue. And OK. And we'll just drag this down here. And we'll get this a little more shrunk up. And put it, just use the arrow key here. And boom. So now we've got a pretty basic layout, and I can move my camera above so it's not being blocked. Let's move that up here, and there we go. So you could see how this is a pretty simple layout, and you don't need any third-party software to create something like this. All you have to do is be a little creative, and you could crop all this stuff, you know, just hold the Alt key, and I can crop this in, and I can crop this in. So you can create some pretty dynamic and interesting things just using solid backgrounds and that sort of stuff. So let me remove this. And I do have a video coming out soon on how to do a lot more of that, how to use text, and how to do how to add more animation and that sort of stuff. So it's coming really soon. Let's go over here and see what we got. So you're saying that this is the last question?
This is 39 of 40, so we have 2 more questions.
Okay, good.
So this
Good. I didn't want to throw a tantrum yet.
no tantrums. No tantrums.
Okay. All right.
This question comes from Yorin. Hi Yorin, it's good to see you.
You're in.
Yes.
Hello.
He says, "Hey Michael, I have a question about YouTube Studio, and it's about view hours from subscribers. Those who are not subscribed are 54.4%, and those who are subscribed are 45.7%. Are those numbers good?" And they're from his channel.
Okay. Let's move over here. So let's talk a little bit about the subscriber ratio. Every channel is going to be different. I will say that. But generally speaking, the higher number of non-subscribers that are watching your content, the happier YouTube is with your content. So I am using a little bit of trickery when I say something like 80% of the folks that watch my channel are not subscribed. Because in reality, that's actually a really good thing. Because what that means is YouTube is sharing my content out with a lot of new viewers. And when they share my content out with a lot of new viewers, that means I get a lot of new views. So the higher the non-subscriber ratio is on your channel, the more healthy your channel is as far as YouTube sharing it out to other people. So 50% is not bad. But you want to strive, if I'm being honest, to make sure that 100% of your viewers are not subscribed or more if you can, because the more viewers who are not subscribed that are watching your content, the more YouTube is sharing it out with the algorithm because it likes what you're doing. So just keep that in mind. It's actually a good metric to know when you've tickled YouTube's algorithm enough to actually show your content or share it out. So 50% is actually pretty good. 50% is actually pretty good. It does get better. I think mine has been anywhere from 93% not subscribed. And of course, as you know, there was a time when 100% of my viewers were subscribed, which is not a healthy channel because that means YouTube's not sharing it out at all. So being somewhere in the middle or on the higher side of more non-subscribers watching your content is very good. All right.
Okay.
So what you're trying to say is this is the last question?
This is the last question. Yes.
But how can it be the last question? I don't understand. I thought we had 40 questions. And now it's the last question?
You did such a good job on all the questions that they're gone. They're all gone.
I don't like when it's the last question. It's not fun. All right, well, let's get to it.
We're getting to it. We are getting to it.
Chris is in the house. What's up, Chris?
What's up, Chris? This is from Cruise Tech from India. I really love your tutorials, and it really helps me a lot about the OBS tool in depth for my streaming that I'm going to launch soon on my YouTube channel. How do you add that slide animation when you switch the screens?
Haha. This is actually the exact same one that I just shared. It is called the Move Transition. I will lovingly place this link in the chat again for you so that you could check it out. It's my absolute favorite plugin. It's awesome and it's really easy to set up. I show you exactly how to do it in the in that video. So hopefully that answers your question. If you have a further question, don't hesitate to put it in the comments down there. I'm going to go over here and I want to talk to the folks for a second before we get off, honey, okay?
Yep, absolutely.
So I wanted to take a moment and let you guys know that I wanted to take a moment and let you guys know that the secret to success sometimes is just communicating and talking to your audience. And a lot of you actually are really responsive in the comments to let me know that you appreciate the fact that I really do read the comments, and I really do personally comment on every one of those. We're not talking about canned responses. If I know someone's name or have had an interaction with them in the past, you will see when you read through my comments that I actually use it. It's really important for me to have that personal connection with my audience. It's always been a staple of my YouTube career, and I will not stop anytime soon. I know that you guys probably have seen lots of big channels. I mean, huge channels. Folks that never even read their comments or look through them. I am continuing to get bigger, and it is becoming more and more difficult for me to look through and read every single comment. But I just want you guys to know that I do take the time and the effort and the energy to go through each and every comment that someone makes, and I try to respond with a personal response because it means a lot to me. And it's because you guys spend the time and energy to make those comments. I feel like I owe at least a moment of my time to try to answer it, or at least let you know that I read it. So thank you guys so much for giving me the comments, but also I will do the very best that I can to continue to respond to as many of them as I can, because I think one of the reasons why we as a community have managed to grow 60,000 strong is because I take it seriously, because I think that talking to my audience is important, and I think responding personally to those comments is important as well. I think it's part of the secret sauce that gives the respect to the people who take the time to click that subscribe button. I feel that if they do that, then I owe them the respect of at least attempting to respond to their comments if I possibly can. So thank you guys so much. Let's go back over here. So not too bad tonight, huh? We did pretty good.
It was a great stream. It was a great stream. Lots of good questions came in.
I think so.
I think so too.
I think I did just awesome, man. And I don't know if you saw, but I have muscles too. So what are you doing in a minute?
In a minute, I don't know. Maybe we should try to get together.
Maybe, because I saw you standing across the Boca, and I thought, damn, look at that woman over there. If only I could reach over, but man, I just don't know that I can get out of this
that little
world
box
that I'm
you're
in to come over and see you, because well, I guess we'll just have to do what we got to do. Oh, I'm such a moron.
Yeah.
Such a moron, but we're having a lot of fun with it. Thank you guys. You want to say goodbye to the wonderful folks, honey?
I do. I would like to say goodbye. It's great seeing everybody. And thanks for stopping by. You should come by next time. We go live on different nights, so make sure that you pay attention to the posts when Michael puts them out to let you know when we're going to be on. And come on back. Even if you don't have a question, come on back and enjoy the stream. We'd love to see you. Have a good night, everyone. Or a good morning. Or a good day.
Thank you guys so much. One of the reasons why we're changing it up and we're live streaming on a lot of different days. So far, we've done a couple of Fridays, a couple of Saturdays. Now we're trying out a Wednesday. One of the main reasons why we're doing this is just to see what the difference is in the number of folks that we get in our audience, whether it's a huge difference from a Friday or a Saturday or a Wednesday. And I really, really do appreciate everyone that comes and hangs out. Thank you so much to all the folks that super chatted. I guarantee you sometime in the very near future, we're going to have a regular streaming day. It will probably be the same all the time. But for now, we're just kind of testing things. And so I appreciate you guys sticking with it and all of the folks that return to come and say hi. It means a heck of a lot to me and Monica. I really do appreciate it. Do me a big favor, guys. You only get one, what is today? It's Wednesday the 20th. You're only getting one opportunity to live Wednesday the 20th, 2021. Hopefully you went out there and you did something special that makes the day memorable. Because if you do the same thing every day, then nothing is ever memorable. So take a moment out of every day. Try to do something that you're going to remember. And if that's something that you do is something nice for someone else, even better. even better. Thank you guys so much for everything. And we've got a super chat. Oh man, I cannot. Exot64 6LB4 Incorporated. Man, I suck. Hello from Russia. Thank you for your guides. I watch them and do them with a translator. Good luck. Thank you so much. I wish I could actually pronounce your handle. I apologize for how badly I butchered it, but I really do appreciate the super chat. It's awesome. You guys are absolutely amazing. Amazing, amazing. Thank you. And we're gonna go back here. Once again, thank you so much. You've got to be in charge of making the world a better place, because there certainly isn't anyone else going to do it for us. So go do something nice for someone else. And thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, I will always continue to provide you what you're looking for as far as live streaming goes. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.